After learning that the battle outside might involve huge axe creator, Luo Feng could no longer remain calm and immediately asked sitting mountain guest to leave the mysterious space. Before departing, Luo Feng left behind an avatar made from a trace of his divine power. Unlike undying fighters, universe knights could easily create avatars because they possessed sufficient divine power and consciousness to maintain them. Since the mysterious space contained the supreme inheritances of an ancient great being, Luo Feng decided to leave the avatar there permanently to continue studying the engravings. Believing that his future techniques depended on them, sitting mountain guest quickly activated the mysterious transportation method and left the hidden world. Once outside, the Cyan Mountain accelerated rapidly, eventually surpassing the speed of light by huge margins. Luo Feng worried that such speed would attract the attention of Universe Supreme Masters. But sitting mountain guest dismissed his concerns, saying that traveling slowly would make them arrive long after the battle had ended. Relaxing, Luo Feng even shared some rare wine with his teacher as they journeyed. After only a short time, they reached the battlefield. Sitting mountain guest made the mountain transparent, allowing Luo Feng to see the scene outside. The terrifying battle had already suppressed the violent environment of Universe Boat itself. Luo Feng was astonished that his teacher could sense such a distant battle from the mysterious space, making him realize how insignificant he still was compared to Universe Supreme Masters. Fortunately, the battle did not involve huge axe creator. Instead, one side consisted of the third true master, Star True Master, and the sixth true master, Green-Eyed True Master, both from the Divine Eye clan. Their opponent was the famous brilliant gold devil god of the Dream Eclipsing clan, a Universe Supreme Master with a unique 13-bodied form. He had transformed into a giant 13-tentacled beast, while Star True Master used the domain-type Supreme True Treasure Star Kingdom to summon endless meteors, and Green-Eyed True Master attacked with the Soul-type Supreme True Treasure Green-Eye Light. Although Brilliant Gold Devil God appeared to be using only the powerful Brilliant Gold Beast Treasure, sitting mountain guest explained that he also possessed a Palace-type Supreme True Treasure hidden within his body, making it nearly impossible to kill him. Likewise, the two Divine-Eyed True Masters were not fighting with their full strength because they knew they could not defeat him directly. Curious about the reason for the conflict, sitting mountain guest projected his will onto the battlefield and questioned them. The Divine Eye clan immediately became suspicious that he intended to interfere. They then revealed that they believed Brilliant Gold Devil God possessed both the Extermination Godly armor and the Silver Wings, treasures they desperately wanted. Since they could not kill him, they planned to wait for two additional true masters to arrive and then seal him instead. Brilliant Gold Devil God angrily denied possessing either treasure. He explained that he had only claimed to have them because the Divine Eye clan had rudely blocked his path and disturbed him. In frustration, he even sarcastically suggested that perhaps Sitting Mountain Guest possessed the treasures instead. Sitting Mountain Guest calmly replied by asking whether they truly believed that he had them. The third true master questioned why Sitting Mountain Guest would need the Silver Wings and the Extermination Godly armor, arguing that such treasures meant little to a lone expert and suggesting that Brilliant Golden Devil God was the real culprit. Furious at being falsely accused, Brilliant Golden declared that he feared neither the Divine Eye clan nor their threats of sealing him. Even if they sealed him until the end of the universe era, he would eventually be reborn while his race remained safe inside his miniature universe. The battle continued as countless stars and two green lights relentlessly attacked Brilliant Golden Devil God. Luo Feng wondered why the Divine Eye clan insisted on pursuing him if he had not taken the treasures. Sitting Mountain Guest explained that the treasures were merely an excuse. The clan's true goal was to prevent Brilliant Golden from escaping and to display their authority by making an example of him. Since the beings from the first universe era were approaching their final destruction, the Divine Eye clan had begun struggling desperately against fate. As they waited, Huge Axe Creator sensed the violent fluctuations from afar and cautiously approached the ninth abyss, suspecting that Universe Supreme Masters were fighting. After some time, the third true master suddenly detected another powerful being nearby. Huge Axe Creator emerged, earning surprised reactions from everyone present. Luo Feng became extremely worried because Huge Axe was the sole pillar of humanity, and losing him would be catastrophic. The third and sixth true masters were delighted by Huge Axe's arrival. since they considered him weaker than sitting mountain guest and believed he lacked a supreme true treasure. They decided he would be an easier target. The third true master accused him of stealing the treasures and condemned humanity for opposing the divine Ai clan and for Luo Feng killing 5 chaos master. He declared that by killing Huge Axe, humanity itself would perish and no one would dare challenge the divine Ai clan again. Enraged, Luo Feng begged sitting mountain guest to save Huge Axe if necessary. But his teacher coldly replied that he only cared about Luo Feng and had no concern for the human race. He merely advised Luo Feng to watch, saying that universe supreme masters were not so easy to kill. Brilliant Golden Devil God mocked the divine Ai clan for abandoning their attempt to seal him in favor of attacking Huge Axe. He proposed joining forces with Huge Axe to teach the clan a lesson. And Huge Axe agreed, wielding his massive black axe. At that moment, the third true master unleashed his full power. A blurry, smiling figure appeared in space as all the stars shattered and transformed into billions of strange beasts that knelt before him. An overwhelming suppression descended, slowing brilliant Golden Devil God to a crawl and preventing him from assisting Huge Axe. Sitting mountain guest explained that this technique originated from the complete ancient inheritance obtained by the divine Ai clan and resembled the ancient fighting methods of a great civilization. Brilliant Golden warned Huge Axe to be careful. Recognizing the terrifying power of the inheritance, the third true master then ordered Green-Eyed True Master to attack. Using his supreme true treasure and the ancient inheritance together, countless beams of light merged with the billions of star beasts. The creatures combined into an enormous monster with 9 heads, 36 pairs of wings, 108 pairs of hooves, and 9 tails. Its aura surpassed that of every universe supreme master present. Silence filled the battlefield as Brilliant Golden stopped struggling. Huge Axe stared at the creature. Luo Feng grew anxious, and even sitting mountain guest looked surprised. Finally, the third true master pointed at Huge Axe creator and ordered the eternal true God to kill him. The 9 heads of eternal true God stared in all directions, and wherever their eyes looked, time and space completely froze. Even universe supreme masters could not break the frozen space. As the giant beast walked through the void, its 108 clawed hooves moved in perfect synchronization, creating a terrifying pressure that made everyone remain silent, including Huge Axe creator. Confident in their strength, third true master and sixth true master believed that by joining forces they could kill Huge Axe creator, who had become a universe supreme master relatively recently and possessed no known supreme true treasure. Eternal True God then charged at Huge Axe creator, its soul attack and frozen space overwhelming him and sending him flying backward with a single clash. However, Huge Axe creator merely laughed. He admitted that he had underestimated the beast and allowed it to gain the upper hand, but declared that this advantage would only happen once. His fearless attitude shocked everyone, especially when he boldly claimed he would suppress both third and sixth true masters. Enraged, Eternal True God attacked again. Huge Axe creator responded by unleashing his 12th axe. 12 gigantic axe shadows, each as vast as a world, appeared around him and shattered the surrounding suppression. When the 12 shadows fused into his godly axe, he struck Eternal True God head-on. This time, Eternal True God was forced back 3 steps while Huge Axe creator retreated only 1. Stunning everyone present, sixth true master immediately realized that Huge Axe creator's weapon was actually a supreme true treasure. Huge Axe creator admitted he had only recently obtained it and mocked Eternal True God for being inferior to his new axe. Third true master, however, recognized that Huge Axe's axe technique itself was extraordinary, as Eternal True God combined the power of 2 supreme true treasures and ancient inheritance techniques, yet was still suppressed. Determined to win, third and sixth true masters unleashed their full strength. Eternal True God transformed as jade engravings appeared across its body, and third true master's supreme true treasure, Starhand, merged into it. With all 3 supreme true treasures combined, Eternal True God evolved into an even more terrifying form with 18 powerful arms clad in purple armor. Huge Axe creator then unleashed his 13th axe. A new axe shadow appeared, enormous enough to reach everyone present. After another clash, Eternal True God gained a slight advantage, giving third and sixth true masters renewed confidence. But Huge Axe creator immediately revealed his 14th axe. As the 14th axe shadow appeared, Endless darkness engulfed space. After a tremendous explosion, eternal true God was once again blasted backward. Then huge axe creator announced his newly created 15th axe. Darkness covered the void once more, and within it appeared a radiant axe shadow that made everyone feel as though they had entered another world. Even Luo Feng felt that this axe possessed the power to destroy an entire universe. Despite knowing it was only an illusion, Sitting Mountain Guest was utterly shocked, believing that huge axe creator had reached an incredible level similar to Teacher Origin. Even brilliant Gold Devil God was speechless. The 15th axe struck silently. When the darkness disappeared, eternal true God had been completely shattered. Its combined form broke apart into countless stars, 2 streams of jade green light, and a pair of purple arm guards, meaning the 3 supreme true treasures had been forcibly separated. 6th true master was stunned, unable to believe that eternal true God had been dismantled. 3rd true master was filled with fear and even wondered whether huge axe creator had reached the same level as Teacher Origin, because the overwhelming sense of helplessness he felt now was identical to what he had once experienced against Teacher Origin. All the universe supreme masters present were deeply shocked and overwhelmed by complicated emotions. Luo Feng himself was astonished. Having never seen huge axe creator fight before, he realized that huge axe creator's incredible strength was an enormous blessing and source of hope for the entire human race. Huge axe creator revealed that he had always lacked a suitable supreme true treasure and had kept a low profile to avoid bringing disaster to the human race. However, when the Divine Eye clan attempted to destroy humanity, he could no longer tolerate it. Remembering the kindness of Teacher Origin, who had sacrificed himself for the human race, Huge Axe declared that the Divine Eye clan would pay the price for threatening his people and unleashed the 15th move of his axe technique. Terrified by his overwhelming power, 3rd True Master and 6th True Master immediately tried to flee. Huge Axe's attack created a vast darkness that shattered countless stars and easily broke through 3rd True Master's domain-type supreme treasure, chasing them at speeds exceeding 10,000 times the speed of light. Huge Axe quickly caught up. The 2 True Masters planned to hide inside a palace treasure, but they realized that if Huge Axe captured them, they would be completely at his mercy. They abandoned the palace and separated. 3rd True Master then confronted Huge Axe directly. Huge Axe demanded 3 pinnacle true treasures as compensation and promised to end the enmity between the Divine Eye clan and the human race. Otherwise, he would continue using the Divine Eye clan as opponents to sharpen his axe techniques. After a long silence, 3rd True Master submitted and handed over 3 treasures: a pinnacle domain-type treasure, a pinnacle palace-type treasure, and a pinnacle soul illusion-type treasure before departing with 6th True Master. From afar, both brilliant Gold Devil God and Sitting Mountain Guest were astonished. They had never expected Huge Axe Creator to force the mighty Divine Eye clan into submission. Brilliant Gold praised Huge Axe and agreed to keep the news secret, knowing that the Divine Eye clan would not want others to learn of their humiliation. Sitting Mountain Guest also promised not to spread the information, and everyone soon departed. On the journey out of Deep Abyss, Luo Feng excitedly questioned Sitting Mountain Guest about Huge Axe's strength. Sitting Mountain Guest confirmed that Huge Axe could indeed kill Universe Supreme Masters and was already approaching the level of Teacher Origin. However, he explained that Huge Axe still could not kill 3rd True Master because the latter possessed 2 supreme true treasures and was extremely powerful. 6th True Master, on the other hand, could potentially be killed. Luo Feng wondered why 3rd True Master had surrendered if his life was not in danger. Sitting Mountain Guest explained that Huge Axe had hidden his true strength for a long time and had not yet fully developed his new axe technique. With more battles, he might become even stronger and potentially reach Teacher Origin's level. 3rd True Master surrendered early to avoid creating an even more dangerous enemy in the future. When Luo Feng asked why Huge Axe only demanded 3 pinnacle treasures instead of more, Sitting Mountain Guest explained that the Divine Eye clan remained an incredibly powerful force, comparable to the 2 Holy Land universes. Their 7 True Masters together were terrifying, and since their race was approaching extinction, they would fight with desperate determination. Huge Axe did not wish to provoke a full-scale war that could endanger the human race and discourage other human experts from entering Universe Ocean. Therefore, taking some compensation while ending the conflict was the best solution. Finally, The cyan stone peak slowly made its way out of deep abyss by using the region's immense gravitational force. Sitting mountain guest told Luo Feng that the journey would take several months and that during this time he would complete the restoration of the crazy demon extermination godly armor. After leaving, Luo Feng planned to head to the black-striped stone pillar space to train his willpower and investigate the secrets connected to 5 Chaos's black token. The black hole within the deep abyss possessed endless gravitational power. Sitting mountain guest controlled the green mountain peak with a small part of his consciousness, skillfully using the terrifying currents of gravity to slowly move forward, much like a sailboat navigating against the flow, though infinitely more mysterious and dangerous. While Sitting Mountain Guest restored the crazy demon extermination godly armor, Luo Feng sat alone on the mountain peak, reflecting on the immense gap between himself and Universe Supreme Masters. After witnessing huge axe creators battle, he realized how insignificant he still was compared to those supreme beings. He pondered the suppression imposed by the primal universe on Universe Supreme Masters. Within the primal universe, Supreme Masters were heavily restricted. They could no longer ensure that their words became law during battles with Universe Masters. Their godly power was limited to the level of a perfect Gene Universe Master. And even their strongest attacks were capped by the origin laws. Killing a Universe Master also resulted in severe punishment and heavy damage to their divine bodies. Because of these restrictions, powerful Universe Masters did not greatly fear Universe Supreme Masters. The situation in Universe Ocean was different, since it lay outside the direct control of the primal universe's origin will. The restrictions were much weaker. Supreme Masters still could not enforce their words as law against Universe Masters, and their godly power remained limited. But there was no upper limit on attack strength and no punishment for killing Universe Masters. This made Universe Supreme Masters far more powerful and caused them to fear the will of the primal universe itself. After less than 2 days, Sitting Mountain Guest finished restoring the crazy demon extermination godly armor and returned it to Luo Feng. Seeing Luo Feng deep in thought, he explained that once someone became a Universe Supreme Master, they were no longer protected as a child of the primal universe. Instead, they became independent existences, constantly suppressed and targeted by the universe's origin will. When Luo Feng asked about Teacher Origin's rebellion against the primal universe, Sitting Mountain Guest refused to elaborate, saying that Luo Feng was still too weak and that perhaps only Teacher Origin himself could explain his motives one day. The conversation then shifted to strength classifications in Universe Ocean. Sitting Mountain Guest explained that Supreme True Treasures were incredibly valuable because their secret engravings contained techniques beyond the creator's own abilities. The second level of Star Tower's engravings matched the strongest techniques of Universe Masters, while the third level reached the standard of Universe Supreme Masters. The fourth level represented techniques that only the most powerful Universe Supreme Masters could create. He also introduced the 6 levels of Universe Masters. Beginner Universe Masters formed the first level, Ordinary Universe Masters the second, and Stronger Masters occupied the 3rd through 5th levels. Figures such as Primal Chaos City Leader, Star River Master, and 5 Chaos Master belonged to the 5th level. A Universe Master possessing a Supreme True Treasure reached the 6th level, the highest possible level for a Universe Master and comparable to a Universe Supreme Master without a Supreme True Treasure. Sitting Mountain Guest suspected that Huge Axe Creator's newly created 15th Axe technique had been developed by comprehending and activating the secret engravings on his new godly axe. It took nearly 3 months to leave the deep abyss. During that time, Sitting Mountain Guest guided Luo Feng in studying the crazy demon extermination godly armor. Luo Feng learned that 5 Chaos Masters' famous 5 Beasts Great Extermination technique had been adapted from the armor's 3rd level secret engravings. Luo Feng then devoted himself to comprehending the secret engravings of Star Tower, Crazy Demon Extermination Godly Armor, and Shi Wu Wings to create his own techniques. At the same time, his original body in the hidden space continued studying the mysterious diagrams left behind by an ancient existence even more powerful than Teacher Origin and Huge Axe Creator, along with the 6 diagrams left by Sitting Mountain Guest. The combination of these studies greatly accelerated his progress. He quickly comprehended most of the defensive engravings and mastered the first 2 attack levels on the armor's golden right arm. Although the 3rd level was much more difficult, he gradually began to understand it. Before departing, Sitting Mountain Guest told Luo Feng that once he fully mastered the triple attack engravings on the golden arm, his understanding of secret engravings would roughly reach the level of a universe master. Finally, after emerging from the deep abyss, the Green Mountain Peak and Luo Feng's disguised star tower separated and flew off in different directions. After the great battle in the abyss, the Divine Eye clan concealed their defeat, so the powers of Universe Ocean never learned that another being comparable to Teacher Origin had appeared. The whereabouts of the Silver-Winged True Treasure and the Extermination Godly Armor also remained a mystery, and many wondered whether a Universe Supreme Master had secretly obtained them. Luo Feng likewise heard no further news about huge axe creators' battles, as major conflicts usually only occurred over treasures or old grudges. Meanwhile, Luo Feng stayed in the mysterious space within the abyss and devoted himself to studying the 6 engraving pictures left by Sitting Mountain Guest. He realized they were an invaluable opportunity, as mastering the engraving picture path would greatly accelerate his law comprehension. While one of his godly bodies continued cultivating, he traveled through the dangerous regions of Universe Boat and steadily approached his destination. 300 years later, in the Divine Eye clan's miniature universe, an young master informed 5 Chaos Master that Luo Feng had been secretly adventuring in Universe Boat under the identity of Cracking Gold Master. 5 Chaos Master was shocked because Cracking Gold Master had already become famous after several treasure battles and was recognized as a powerful 4th-level Universe Master. The truth was exposed during a major battle in the dangerous Wave of Stars Ocean, where a top-tier domain True Treasure appeared. Luo Feng displayed terrifying strength, defeated powerful opponents, obtained the treasure, and was recognized as the Silver Wing Horde leader by Shui Kang Master. Revealing his true identity, both in Yang Master and 5 Chaos Master were alarmed by Luo Feng's astonishing growth. 5 Chaos Master had long considered Luo Feng his destined enemy after losing his original body to him, and he could not believe Luo Feng had become so powerful in such a short time. Determined to eliminate him, the two decided to enter Universe Boat and search for him despite knowing that finding him in the vast and dangerous regions would be extremely difficult and could take a very long time. Time continued to pass, and countless lives rose and fell across the Universe Ocean. Eventually, in the 620th year since Luo Feng entered Universe Boat, he contacted Primal Chaos City leader in the virtual universe and revealed that he was heading to the black-striped stone pillar near the celestial magic pillar to temper his willpower. Because time flowed much faster there, he could spend 10,000 years cultivating while only 1 year passed outside. Primal Chaos City leader was astonished by Luo Feng's progress. After Luo Feng's fame spread following the battle in Wave of Stars Ocean, the entire human race realized that he had become far stronger than expected despite still being a universe knight. Through sparring in the virtual universe, Primal Chaos City leader and huge axe creator discovered that Luo Feng's techniques had already reached an unbelievable level. By using the crazy demon extermination godly armor, he had created a merged supreme technique and was capable of utilizing the armor's 3rd level. Over the past several hundred years, especially after the battle in Wave of Stars Ocean, Luo Feng had reached the Universe Master level on the engraving picture path and created his own supreme technique, Cracking Gold, although his godly power remained weaker because he had not yet become a Universe Master. His combat strength had already reached the top-tier 4th-level Universe Master standard. Luo Feng believed that once he broke through to become a Universe Master and gained stronger godly power, he would reach the top-tier 5th-level Universe Master level and become capable of rivaling his teacher, Primal Chaos City leader.